Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. At the United Center, Chicago fans are cheering for their Bulls. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. It's Bosh at the power forward and Anthony at the center. D-Wade out there with Chalmers. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Chalmers. Rip Hamilton missing his last shot. And Chalmers kicks to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. Off the left rim and out. And so here is Chicago. Hamilton the pass to Rose. Feeds to Boozer. Boozer a screen on Chalmers. Here's Rose. Miami grabs the miss. Well, there was a concern that in the post-Thibodeau era, the Bulls defense would see a sharp decline. But they still played rugged, tough defense.
Well, if you have great individual defenders, you're still going to be a good defensive team. Yes, we talked about Tibbs and the Bulls era. It was all about defense. This team is able to do both.
Count that one.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Noah with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. And Bosh able to finish. Bosh has got his first points of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Defense all over him. He keeps his cool because of his strength and size at that position.
Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. Derrick Rose still trying his best to be a healthy player in the NBA. Injuries certainly, Steve, have played a factor in all his seasons since 2012. Hard for him, it seems, at times to get a rhythm, missing so much time.
It is, and a rhythm is what you have to have when you're shooting the basketball. A lot of his time off is used to rehab that knee. And then now you get a chance to get the knee 100%. Now you have to play basketball. So for him doing both at the same time, it's been hard. Because he's such an explosive force down low, the defense threw everything they had at him, and it works.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said he knows it's a test. This is one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. He told me we can't shut them down. That's unrealistic. But if we stick to our principles, if we communicate with each other and take away the easy things, we'll give ourselves a good chance. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
Yeah, and that's why they've got to be ultra-focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
Communication is key. On all these type of sets offensively, you must talk and have your defense in the right sets.
Here's Wade after the Bulls pick up 2. Deflects the pass. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Wade's got his first points in this one.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
Rose dishes to Gibson. He doesn't hit that one. Bosh with some nice D. 4 on 3 as they bring it up, and Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Bulls. Then for the Heat, Mathieu comes in for Anthony, and it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Now the pass to Wade. Shot from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
First free throw is good. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Miller comes in for Dwayne Wade. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Cole. They set the pick. Here's Bosch. And he banks in the layup. Bosch has got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
Seeing a couple go through the basket at the start of the game can be a huge confidence booster.
The big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Dang in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Heat with the lead.
A point guard, Derrick Rose, a former MVP, so hard to watch because we know once he was at the top of his game. Game is kind of slipping because of the injuries, but he's still a great player in this league.
Bosch double teamed. Back to Cole. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Cole's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. Miller kicks to Cole. Lock at 6. Bosch, the screen. Noah with the block.
That is what Noah's known for, block shots.
Here's Dang and the powerful one-handed slam.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
They are showing a lot of grit and grind, doing a nice job, both teams going back and forth at each other.
Left side, Bosch. It's stolen by Dang. And now it's Dang running. Here we go. Oh, look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that.
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Hey, if we let up on D even a little, it's enough to get their guy going. He is really causing problems for us from the outside. Let's smother him and take away those easy looks, all right? No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
Oh, Kevin Garnett, Russell Westbrook, a little bit more fiery. What are the advantages to either approach?
It is. I mean, it's just preference. I was a guy who was kind of fiery, like a lot of talkative, but I think also just like those guys, we get a chance to know more about them off the court. They are good guys. You have different depositions on the floor than off. And I like Kevin Garnett and Russell Westbrook, totally different off the court.
I know Garnett. He is as good a guy as there is.
He is. He's first class. Now on the court,
Tough competitor.
he'll go at you.
He will.
Just like Russell.
Yes. Now the league going more up-tempo with more three-point shooting. That's not, though, the Miami Heat.
No, they're at the bottom of the league as far as pace and as far as three-point shooting. This team makes its bones at the defensive end of the floor. That's really where they excel.
Chicago shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw, good. Rose.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Will it go? And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Rose against LeBron. Down low. Battier with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Battier with the ball. Stolen by Rose. Butler passes to Rose. Outside for Korver. Offline with his three.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
The drive by James, and the layup's good off the glass. James has got his second basket of the night.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Here's Wade. Dishes it to James. Back to Wade. All alone. Rebound Ashik. Korver kicks to Rose. Butler dishes to Rose. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Rose has got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Bulls. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-5 run.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change going ahead in the second half?
It starts with getting some stops. We got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball 1.5 court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friend. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points and 1 assist. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they had. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting. Ridiculous, fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Bosh and Joel Anthony inside. D-Wade out there with Chalmers. And it's James in at the small forward position. The Bulls leading by 5. And with Chicago and the Bulls, it seems that no matter what the current team does, they'll always be playing in the shadow of his Aaroness, Michael Jordan.
Tough act to follow when you talk about the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls. Every great player that Bulls have, they get compared to Michael Jordan. That's just not fair.
Miami shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
The Bulls shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Jimmy Butler. James against Rose. 13 feet away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Rose has got 15 points. LeBron kicks to Anthony. Back to James. Passes it to Bosh. There's the pick. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Rose against LeBron. In the corner, Ashik with it. Here's Gibson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's the muscle Gibson has, just concentrating on his shot despite the D roughing him up. Taj Gibson's one of those players that's just always in the right place at the right time, never plays outside himself on either end. He just gives you effort every time out.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Omer Ashik, and it's Butler in for Kyle Korver. The Heat also changing it up. Miller comes in for Joel Anthony, and it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Rose passes to Noah, and Noah with the slam.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And with Gibson, you like that he can play as a starter or come off the bench. He's effective in both. He's comfortable in either role as he's done both, Steve, for extended periods of time.
Because his mindset, whether starting or coming off the bench, is to play with energy, effort, and to defend. So any role, starter or off the bench, he thrives.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Chicago leading. Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Cole kicks to Wade. Bosh high post. Miller outside. Pulls up on the wing, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. 6 points for Wade.
Offense comes so easy for him. I love watching him dominate at that end.
Rose goes in. Oh!
Yes!
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. They set the pick. Wade dishes to James. Wade outside. Shot clock at 5. No good. Shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Rose passes to Gibson. He kicks it to Noah. Noah with a screen for Rose. Butler dishes to Hamilton. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 4. It's Bosh with the drive. Gibson with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Whenever Gibson is nearby, shooters are going to think twice. Just an incredible defensive player with a great feel for the game.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We got to get to defending them, and we got to get attacks in the paint without turning it over. Best way to do it is to trust each other right now.
And Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to be both aggressive and efficient. Tall order.
Yeah, and sometimes when the aggressiveness goes up, the efficiency goes down, and vice versa. They're just going to have to walk that line and find a good balance between the two.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Then there's Richard Hamilton. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's James in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The offensive rebound. Here's Anthony. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jimmy Butler. And he makes the first. Omer Asher. He's checked in for Chicago. Boozer comes in for Taj Gibson. So Anthony nails both of them. So it's Chicago now, 6-point lead. Here's James. Another one falls for Chicago.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Chalmers with it. And LeBron James gets it to go.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Boozer kicks to Hamilton. Screen by Asik. Outside Butler. He tries for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
They shot the lights out in the second half, knocking down open shots and contested shots.
Here's Wade, and Boozer with the block. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wade in the open floor is a work of art, knows exactly how to fill those lanes.
Screen by Boozer. A look from Hamilton. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Hamilton's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Bulls. 3-pointer. Omer Asik with the rebound. Asik's got his 3rd rebound tonight. James against Chalmers, and stolen by James. In transition, here comes Miami, and they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah's checked in for Asher. Bang comes in for Butler. Lonnie Brewer's checked in for Richard Hamilton. And it's Rose in for James. And Miami with a change here, too. Bosch is checked in. The Heat trail by 9. Heat moving the ball around. It's stolen by Rose. .115 left here in the fourth quarter. And Boozer throws it down.
A beautiful pass by Derrick Rose, one of his strengths when you start talking about him as a distributor.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 11. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter.
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
For Luol Deng. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. High arcing shot. It's rebounded by Noah.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Make your presence felt. He definitely altered that shot.
Gibson a screen. Rose passes to Gibson. Noah dishes to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Bosch. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. Battier comes in for James. Mike Miller's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Cole subbed in for Mario Chalmers.
24-second shot clock violation. Miami ball.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Battier right side. Three-pointer. Poked away.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Rose. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
No question. Nothing short of a miracle could save him now. Here's Cole, and the shot is good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Rose against Battier. Outside Rose. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
Thanks very much, Joe. Nice win tonight. What was your team's attitude coming into the game?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know, we just got to keep fighting, and get as many W's as possible.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan. Derrick Rose. I'll tell you what, his season high in points powered everything they did. Clearly, he was the catalyst tonight as they come away with a well-deserved W. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
Any doubts that Derrick Rose is still one of the most explosive players in the NBA? What knee surgery? You see those moves? Offensively, he's a complete point guard, score inside, outside, and can still make the plays. D-Rose was the old D-Rose tonight.
His field goal percentage was up there, hit over 60%. Now, I love his shot selection, and he never tried to do too much or play outside his comfort zone. He just took advantage of what the defense gave him.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew.